So for our first video to introduce our January granary for 2021, which is an online only auction, so there'll be no one here in the room, no viewing unfortunately either. I've just picked out about 10 or 12 items that I think were particularly interesting, so I'll give you a quick overview of those items, and then in the next video we'll do a much more detailed overview of the whole sale room. So we'll walk along all the tables and show you everything in the sale. But I just thought to keep it short and sweet as an introductory video, then here are a few things that stood out to me. So firstly, on this end of the table is an original London enamel street sign for Auckland Street. It obviously has some enamel chips and damage and some bullet holes through there as well, but it is an original one. Most of these that you see are reproductions, so it's quite a desirable thing despite its condition. And next to it is a vintage camera, which I'm sure is still a usable item, but it just has, I just think it's a great thing just to look at in the corner of the room. I'm not sure if this BBC sticker is an original one here, but it's the type of camera that was used in the BBC in the sort of 60s and early 70s anyway. But that's just quite an appealing thing to stand in the corner there. Going along the table here, this is lot one in the sale, which is a Liberty Tudoric enamel pot. Very stylish embossed decoration there, and it has the Liberty stamps underneath it as well. It's just quite an appealing piece of Tudoric there. This is also from Liberty, and this actually clearly has the stamp underneath, made for Liberty & Co. And this is Branham, so it's Barnstable pottery, made in Devon, and just a very nice bright green glaze. Very stylish thing as well. A nice early book here, so this is lot 138. And this is really a travel book, but it was printed in 1738 in London, and it contains some beautiful copper engravings inside as well. There's some fold out plates here as well. Look at that. So nearly 300 years old. Survived, the inside survived quite well. The cover is nearly off, unfortunately, but it's a lovely book there. Here we've got, next to it here is a piece of Black Forest carving. It's a nutcracker there, lot 165. Beautifully carved, that one. And then we have an Art Deco nickel plate car mascot. So no maker's marks on this at all, but it's quite a striking design, that one. Next to it here is a very early piece of this actually says it's from the Indus Valley, and it's in quite good condition. The certificate says that it's from the 2nd or 3rd millennium BC, so getting on for 4,000 years old. It comes with that certificate as well. And then here we have lot 417, which is a 19th century apothecary cabinet, or a chemist's cabinet here. The quality of that. So all close up here, and then some of the original jars inside as well. Tiny little drawers. Little drawers under here as well. Dr. James Fever powder. Hopefully we won't need that just yet. And then here, lot 1024, just thought this was a particularly fine painting. So this is painted on ivory, and it's fairly early 19th century. It's a copy of an old master painting, but it is old, and quite an appealing painting there. These I just thought were interesting pieces because they're American banknotes. So this is an 18 pence George III note. So it's American Civil War period, and it's 1776 is the date on this one. And then this one here is 5 shilling 1778 from South Carolina. Actually, this one was quite loose in its frame, so we just had a look at that yesterday. And on the back of that note is 18 pence to counterfeit is death. Printed in New Jersey, 1776. So it's an interesting pair of banknotes there. So these are all part of our sale, which starts on the 20th of January 2021, and it'll be held over 3 days. It's all photographed online and all available now on the net, so have a look through the website. So there are 2 days of collectibles, so about 1,400 lots of collectibles to sell first, and then about 600 lots of furniture to sell on the Friday. So the best way to view it is online, but there'll be another video available where we'll have a look in much more detail at all these lots on the tables, because if you just scan round, you'll see the room is full. It's absolutely masses to look through, but unfortunately you can't come and have a look in person as you could before, and as hopefully you'll be able to again soon. So we're back to the sale where it's just us here in the room, and I'm sure there'll be lots of people online as well. But please do have a look through. Thank you very much.